everyone, Carol here with another fantastic video for you today. If you haven't subscribed, please do so by tapping the subscribe button below. Hi guys, tonight we are going to do a Santa's hind end. Isn't he stinking adorable? I'm just saying that he fell through the cracks looking for presents. And this Santa has some little mittens. There's his little arms. So he fell through, and he actually has two arms. So this is what we're going to be tonight. So I've got some snowball mesh, 10-inch snowball mesh. I cut it to 30 inches. We're going to do the woodland ruffle. I've got several different ribbons. I have a white polka dot with a lacy trim. I've got a black with a red glittered polka dots and glittered trim. I don't know if you can see that very good. It's really pretty. I've got some iridescent white with some candy stripe edge. And I've also got, we need to have some green in here. So I've got some of this lime green with red and glitter stripes. Okay. I'm using a 14-inch frame. I put 12 pipe cleaners around the edges, and I put 6 in the center. So it's going to be a pretty full wreath. And like I said, we're using snowball mesh. Cut it 30 inches. So we're just gonna, let me find my piece. There's my piece right there. I like to roll mine 3 times. I like to clip it and flip it. I'm going to put this, not the normal fashion, I'm going to put it up and down to where the ruffled out here. I'm going to tie it real snug. I don't like to work around, or sometimes I should say I do around it, but I go from the outside to the inside, outside to the inside a lot of times. So I'm just going to go to the inside right now. This mesh is, I like the snowball better than I like the snowdrift. It doesn't seem to fray as much. It's also a stiffer mesh in my opinion. But I wore the wrong kind of shirt tonight. It is sticking to me. So like I said, I cut these to 30 inches. I'm doing the woodland ruffle. I roll it under 3 times on each side. And then I just ruffle it up the middle. I put 12, or I put, let's say 18 ties on my wreath form. I put 12 on the outside, and I put 6 on the inside because I wanted it to be really full going around to make room for the bouquet. We're nearly through putting the ruffles in. Then I'll show y'all the yummy ribbon. Super fun, yes it is. And what I'm doing is I'm doing a woodland ruffle. It's where I roll. This is one good way, because all mesh, no matter what, is going to fray. You roll it 3-4 times, and that's preference. And then you ruffle it up the center. So what it does is it hides the rough edges of the mesh. All mesh is going to fray. Whether you use a bag sealer on it, you use a wood burner on it, it's going to fray. It helps cut down on the fraying, but it's still going to fray. But this, if it does fray, it will normally stay inside that curl that you've created and won't start sticking out in a lot of weird places. Some will sneak out though. Got some fun ribbons. We're going to do some half bows because there's really not room for a bow on this because it's more whimsical to me, more fun. I like fun. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, turn that there. And this is snowball mesh. It's like deco mesh, but then it has little pieces of cotton woven in it that they're calling the snowball. There we go. Needed to get those buttoned up there next to it. Two more pieces. Okay. Got that all twisted wrong or something. There we go. And I've got one more tie left. I think that's cute. This is a pretty stiff mesh. Just curling it under 3 times on each end. For those that haven't been tuning in or those that have, I've inherited a new dog when my dad passed away here about a month ago, and his name is Ben, and he's a little silk terrier, and he is stuck to me like glue, which is really good. But let me tell you, him and my cat is no bueno. They do not get along. So therefore, my cat won't come in the house. I don't really know what to do. Say, hey, you guys, kiss and make up. I don't see that happening. The cat thinks I'm a traitor. Okay. So that's what it looks like so far. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay. So let me show you some of the ribbons. I'm going to do this one a little different. Is that I've got a black polka dot, glitter polka dot. I wanted to bring in some blacks from his booties and from his hands. From his hands too. Here's his little mittens, his arms. Okay. So I've got that one. And these are just going to go into a tie by themselves. Then I've got this really pretty glittered polka dot that's got like the trim around it. Okay. Then I have some iridescent white that's got like a candy cane stripe. And this is going to be half bows and every other one. Then I decided, I wanted to add a little green. This doesn't have green in it, but it just screams fun with the little polka dots and the red trim and everything on it. So I'm going to take this off and I'll show y'all what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go to the outside first. And I'm just going to start, and I'll alternate my ribbons. So I just fold them in half the same way. And my ribbons are going to be pointing outwards. I'm not going to be crisscrossing ribbons or anything like that. So I'm going to just put it in there and just twist it once. Okay. So then I'm just going to make these ribbons come out to the center. So what I think is with the polka dot one, this white polka dot one, I think I'm going to go ahead and put this green in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going just to make a 2-inch loop, and I just measured 2 inches. Okay. And I'm just going to put it in right in that ribbon like so. And I'm going to twist it. I'm going to twist it several good times because I'm not going to put anything else in these outside ribbons. And I'm going to cut it off. Then I'm going to take that pipe cleaner and I run it behind that little loop, and it sort of helps it stand up. Then I'm going to take and I'm going to twist this one side so that it comes out to the right side, because if not, it'll stay on the wrong side of it. So now that's what you call a little half bow. And then I could sit there for hours and play with ribbons, but I'll move on and then fluff them. But that's what that one's going to look like. Thank you, Susan. So when we go to the next one, and the black and the red and white polka dot are 2.5-inch ribbons, and the green and the white one are 1.5-inch that we're doing the half bows too. So I just fold it in the center, scrunch it up, twist it one time, and this time we're going to go in with the white one. Okay, I'm not real good at guesstimating. I'm a measurer, so I like to measure for my loops and everything. Well, let's just be honest. I measure everything. Poofs, everything. Oops, I got my finger hung in it. Same thing. I'll just go ahead and trim it off. Make sure that's straighten out my loop. I'll split these apart, and then I'll twist one side, the one side that needs to be turned over, to get it back to the good side of the fabric on the ribbon. Then lay that down. And then I open up my little deal, and that's what that one was going to look like. And that's what we're going to do all the way around it. We're just going to alternate. Okay, need a black one. Last one on the bottom. Okay. My curls snuck around on me, which is quite alright. There we go. And da-dun. So I just fold it in half, and I come over here and measure to 2, and that gives a little, and then I just stick my finger inside it, and I put it down just like this into this tie. I go ahead and twist my pipe cleaner, because I'm not going to be putting anything else inside this pipe cleaner. So I just twist it 4 or 5 times. I nip it off. Then I take this little nub right there, I don't know if you can see it at the end of the pipe cleaner, and I put it there. But now you've got your ribbon, if you just spread them out, you've got one on the wrong side, or the ugly side, and you've got one on the right side. So what you do is you come up under it, and I hold my other ribbon, and I come up close to where the pipe cleaner is, and I just twist the one I want to turn over, and then smooth it out. Then come back and just straighten my bow back up, half bow, like so. Okay. Yes. Yes, the bottom, the first one I put in is a 2.5-inch ribbon, and then the other one is a 1.5. Yes, ma'am. So what I'm going to do is I'm just moving the upper ties, which there's 6 of them, and they're white, so they're a little hard to find. So I'm just moving them to the outside, because I really don't know exactly how much ribbon I'm going to put on the inside yet. Get this last one here. There it is. Okay. I think I am going to give Santa what for here. I'm going to take, that wire's not long enough. I hate when that happens. But never fear. I got what's called an awl. It's sort of like an ice pick. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to poke Santa right there, right up here, and on both sides. I'm going to take a pipe cleaner, and I'm going to bend it in half, and it'll stick right down in there. So I'm going to put some glue. Just a little bit on the pipe cleaner. And I'm going to insert it into his booty. Okay. Do it in those 4 places. but don't get it on you like I just did, because it hurts. It gets a little hot. And there we go. Problem solved. I believe his hands will be okay. Okay. So I want it to stick up in the mesh a little bit. So I'm going to take what's called a yarn needle. Because I want to go through some of the mesh so that he doesn't fall through. Trying to get him centered here, guys. And that looks a lot better. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put him through all of these. Because I want to get him down there at the same, because I want to push him down a little, but I want it to be even all the way around. Too stinking cute. Nice Santa. Too stinking cute. Then I just pull my mesh up around him. So that it looks like he's sunken in a little bit, but he's actually not. Okay. Hands. Try to look at mine. Yeah. Isn't that sad? know if I want candy canes on him. I think that I'm just not digging the candy canes. Just not. I think we could do, let's see what I've got down here. Let's just add a few more ribbons. Because Santa's the hero here, I need to adjust one arm's down a little lower than the other. I'm still going to have these come into the outside. Yeah. Okay, last ribbon tail. Okay, guys. And I'll come back and fluff the ribbons.